we have merch available at our Etsy. It's in the description in our bio link tree. We have many different options available. There's the Jarrito with the Isimo letters. There's the one that Ryan is sporting today. And there's also another design that we don't have here on the podcast, but it's Isimo breaking through a wall.
Yeah, Ryan designed all of the logos, so check them out.
Yeah. Welcome back to Isimo. If you haven't already, please check out our Patreon, where you can get an ad-free version of this episode for $2 a month. Also, we get extra episodes every week. For $5 a month, you get to join our Yodelanda crew, which is Discord access. And for $20 a month, you could be a Jarrito, which is a producer of the podcast, where you get a shout out on the podcast just like these. Nat Milo, Alex Knotts, Alex Schimmel, Amanda Oliveira, Amanda Pinedo, Angie Mora. For every third one, I do that. Aparni Rani, Chacaron, Chris Lozano, Christian Alvarado, David Cerato, Eddie Bravo, Gabby Ferris, Hector Cruz, Ian Anderson, Imperium Sloth, Isai Facio, Izzy Sandoval, Jared Dean, Kareem, Cassandra Muro, Leisha Ashley, was that funny? Fuck. Daria, Michael Zuniga, My Little Jabroni, Nia Town, Ozzy Silva, shout out Ozzy for the fucking woodwork, dog. He's trying to work on a Jarrito right now, full apparently.
Oh, sick. That's exciting.
Just kidding. I'm just kidding. It's a surprise. Okay. Pedro, thanks for changing your name. Rafael Flores, Rosa Alarcon, Rosie Flores, Rowan está muerto.
R.I.P.
Susana Guzman, Susana Priego, and Zialtino. To all you nasty ass Jarritos out there, we will have better pictures. I forgot, nasty ass is the vampires, the sucking fucking blood guys. But for the Jarritos, we are going to be doing a renovation of the Jarritos picture. Jesus Christ, why do I do this? You know? We're going to be doing a renovation of all the pictures for the Jarritos next week. I promise you, I love you. Hello and welcome back to Isimo Podcast. My name is Gerardo Larcon.
It's in my podcast.
My name is Dominic Angel. I was going to say Patreon again.
Oh, yeah, no. It's not a Patreon. And what's your name, dude?
My name is Ryan Reyes.
And today, thank you so much for being here. Please subscribe to our YouTube, leave a like, leave a comment, let us know what you think. Please submit a review on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Let us know what you think.
Let's know what you think of that in the comments right now.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just so tired of saying this, but people are like, you don't have to. And I'm like, I need to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anyways,
they don't do it.
Yeah, exactly. And also, please check out the Patreon. You probably already heard about that, right, guys? Am I an auctioneer or something? I did have a lot of coffee today.
I know.
Yeah, but we have a fucking special guest here today, dude. I'm not even gonna look at him right now, dude. I can't even fucking look at this guy right now. You know why? He's a vegetarian or vegan. Oh my god.
Vegan, bro.
It's like if you look at him and your eyes burn, you know?
Oh fuck.
Just kidding. I'm not trying to hate too much, but I have to be the devil's advocate. Everyone here's like, oh, go green, but
I'm
not
just
me.
gonna go out on a limb and say that you do not have to be a devil's advocate every single time.
Oh fuck. Okay, but sometimes I just feel it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like on the Patreon, for instance, fuck museums, dude.
Yeah. Gerardo hates museums.
Bro, why you hate museums?
I mean, what's the point? You know what I mean?
What?
That's where the conversation ends.
This is my answer to that. What's the hackiest reason I can give you for hating museums?
Oh, but
it's that one.
Yes, it's that one. It's fucking boring, dude.
It's well.
He said, "Well, you're right." I mean,
you got me. I mean, I like museums.
I know. I probably do too, but I just like hating. Yeah.
I have bad eyesight and I love museums.
Oh yeah.
Why is that? Why?
Yeah, well, you haven't been looking at me this whole time, so that makes sense. Anyways, but Dominic, do you want to give him a proper introduction? I can't do it, dude.
Okay.
Anyone that doesn't eat meat, not gonna say their name.
So fucked up.
I'm just kidding. I'm sorry.
Damn, you got me.
Our next guest, our current guest, I met on TikTok. I met a lot of people on TikTok.
Yeah. You nasty ass little vampire, dude.
Yeah. He runs a great punk and coffee theme. I don't know.
Yeah, I think that's the word. Yeah.
Punk and coffee. Really cool stuff in the local scene. And takes amazing photos, live stuff, and I really like your stuff that you take of your family.
Oh, thanks.
Great photographer, cool dude, and let's give him a big welcome to Ray Camacho.
Hello.
How you doing, dude?
What?
How you feeling?
I'm fucking nervous, bro.
I came at you pretty hard. I'm sorry about that.
No. I don't give. Nah, dude. Listen, like Mexican, like dad, uncles, they come at me hard. Like that came out wrong. Whoops. But no, like, like everybody just does that all the time. Bust my chops all the time. You get used to it. I used to work construction too. So yeah.
Damn, you did.
So,
Damn, dude.
First of all, before we go any further, I know we're gonna do it at the end, but I just want to make sure that it's Punk Monk Ray
Yeah.
on TikTok and
Oh,
Instagram.
yes. Yes, he has amazing pictures on his. It's punk_monk_Ray.
That's
right.
That's it.
That's
That's
it.
it.
That's
The pictures are fucking. You know, I was just going through them right now before we started. So they're pretty amazing, dude.
Oh, I appreciate that.
We had a little bit of an interaction ourselves at the
Yeah, we did.
live show.
Yeah.
Where I couldn't believe you were taking everything in black and white. I'm like, isn't that something you want to do afterwards? But then you're like, no, it's the science of the exposure. And, eating a celery stick.
Yeah. Yeah, I like to take my pictures in black and white first for composition, and then I'll like extract the color later, you know, because it's in raw. So
Yeah.
yeah, I'll just do it like that.
Much respect,
So-
dude. Those pictures you sent me were amazing. You took an iconic picture of us at the show.
Yeah,
thank
there's
you.
a lot of great.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you for the opportunity, because like honestly, big fan of the show. Been listening to you since like day one, and I'm getting the ultimate Patreon like fan experience.
I want to say he's the first Patreon member on the show, but I feel like somebody else is.
Your mom.
Yeah. Oh, my mom.
Your mom,
Bro, why you forget your mom like that?
well, to be fair, your mom wasn't we didn't have Patreon when she was on.
Actually, we did. That was the first week we started the Patreon.
Oh, you're right.
Damn.
See, you just think you fucking know Isimo, but I'm the history teacher here, dog.
Yeah, and Priscilla is the only other one that's like.
That's what I was. I thought Priscilla was a patron.
She's
member.
not a patron.
Oh shit! Jesus Christ, Priscilla, what are you doing out there?
Dude, shout out to Priscilla, man.
Yeah, Priscilla's awesome.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Priscilla had us all like part of the. I reached out to you about it. 'Cause
Yeah.
she was looking for more people for the project.
Yeah, it was really cool. That was really cool. Shout out to Priscilla, and her photography is amazing, and she's on tour right now with Failure, and that's really cool. Shout out.
Hell yeah, dude! Shout out Priscilla. Yeah, that episode was pretty fun, creative. I read an epic poem written by somebody that's a great writer during that episode.
Do you remember?
It was my poem.
That was your poem.
Yeah, it was called "They Stole My Drink." Anyways.
Oh, that's right.
Yes. You remember because it resonates.
Yeah.
But we wanted to talk about something today. I had already mentioned a little bit beforehand on the episode, so not beforehand, but quite heavy-handed at the beginning about you being a vegan.
Yeah, I'm vegan. Yeah.
Ryan,
Yeah.
do you have any thoughts on the vegan diet?
What context? Like, do I like vegan diets?
First impression.
First impression. When I say vegan, what do you think? Gross?
No. Well, that's the thing. 'Cause I've said
Hey, wait, let me try something real quick. Gerardo.
Yes.
Vegan.
Museums, Doug. Gross. Go for it, Ryan. What do you think?
I mean, because I've mentioned before, like my little brother's vegan. He's been going on. I think he's on his 5th year now. So it's giving me a chance. He cooks. He knows how to cook, but he doesn't really have like a palate for cooking. He just cooks for fuel.
Yeah, vegans
He
are
enjoys-
notorious for that.
He like enjoys good food. He's just like when it comes to him preparing it, he's just like whatever I can make quickly.
So can you expand on that? What do you mean enjoys good food? Like meeting? Okay, what I'm asking is like your brother is through and through vegan, right? Like good food is not until like I'll have meat every now and again. I'm not vegan, so I don't know.
Yeah.
He's been vegan for 6
He
years.
like understands the difference between like a McDonald's burger and like making a burger from scratch.
Okay, but vegan burger from
Yeah,
scratch.
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
got
yeah.
you.
So it's been fun because I like will have fun cooking stuff for him at special events. Like this past weekend for Father's Day, for my father, I wanted to make pork belly like chipotle sliders. So I learned how to make that first, and then I learned the entire recipe again with vegan replacements.
Ooh, fancy.
Yeah, don't you wish you were his brother, dude?
Yeah.
Jeez.
I do. For real.
What is your favorite like I guess you could say vegan style dish that's like a popular American regular meats really good dish?
Fuck. come back to me.
Well, how about this then? What's your favorite food to eat? Since you are vegan, you have to have like a favorite food, right?
Okay, so I really like tofu, and I figured out this Thai peanut tofu wrap, and I just love that. It's just really tasty, and that's my go-to.
That's what's up. I have this go-to for me when it comes to Thai salad. This Thai mango salad that I buy from Albertsons. You know what I mean? Pretty sure there's no meat in there.
You're like, I'm gonna give you my little secret for Thai food. Albertsons. If you're looking to explore your cultural palate, fucking take the 205.
Yo, for real though, like Thai food is like it's my go-to. Yeah. It's just like, what do you got? Yeah, tofu, great, and then just slap a bunch of like sauces in there, and that's it. It's all about the sauce. Vegans are like notorious for not having the best palates, like at all, like dry shit, whatever. Like it doesn't. A lot of it doesn't taste good. I think we're like in a renaissance right now with like vegan food and plant-based diet stuff, where like a lot of it's starting to really taste good or taste like the real thing. So
like, I think that comes from, I feel like it's recent, but a lot of people are starting to realize that it's not just about making replacements. It's also about making like good food. So because for a while, like the earliest versions of like Beyond Burgers were disgusting.
Yeah.
Because they look pink and they would burn brown, but they didn't taste like meat.
Okay.
And it's like, what's the point of this looking like meat? You know what I mean? Like, that's like picking up a cup that you think is full of Sprite and then you drink it and it's fucking cough syrup.
Yeah.
It's gross.
Yeah. The earliest like veggie or vegan patties were like just a hockey puck, just a dried dust. Blech. It was terrible. It was terrible. Yeah. People just were, they were going about it because it's like, it's more about the lifestyle. It's about like the ethics behind it or whatever like that. It's like, screw taste. I just want to do this because, A, B, or C.
Yeah.
I have a question for Ray, but I want to like us to kind of cover something real quick.
Yes.
Put a mic in front of my face. I'm trying to talk.
I was trying not to yawn in the mic.
Go for it, Dominic.
I just realized what that looks like on the camera. Me trying to cover up.
Yeah, I'm like trying to talk. He's like, anyway.
Yeah.
So you are grossed out by, for the purposes, all intents and purposes for this podcast. You are anti-vegan.
I've sat in my bed for weeks now, thinking about, because we didn't know we were gonna have you on, but I was trying to think of like a bunch of roast things for vegans.
Right.
So like I am hamming it up, but I also tried it. Remember, I tried to be vegetarian. How long did it last, Ryan?
I don't remember. I can't even remember.
You used to make fun of me. You're like, oh yeah, you were vegan for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
You know?
That's what I'm saying. That's how short it was.
Yeah.
I don't remember, but I was also laughing at hamming it up.
I'm gonna be honest though. Because like when he first, we were working together at the time when you became vegetarian, and I was like, I'm gonna fucking go vegetarian too.
Yeah.
I was like 3 days, and I thought this fool was gonna drop like after 6 hours.
Well, okay, that's fucking offensive,
but no, you did 3 weeks, and I was like, that's way more than I thought.
That's something.
Yeah, I did a bunch of tofu at Waba Grill.
Oh, sick. Okay.
It was pretty bomb too.
Yeah.
I grew to like the tofu. It's just, I'm weak.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't have the strength to stay away from bacon, Like, I lasted off seafood for longer. And because me and my girlfriend, I love you if you're listening, we did a pact, right? We made a pact where we were not going to eat seafood because we saw this thing called Seaspiracy. And then at the end, they just threw in like, oh yeah, chickens are getting, R-worded out in these fields and stuff. And we're like, what the fuck? Why are you throwing in the chickens too? So then we became vegetarian. We're like, not only are we not going to eat fish, we're going to stay away from, we're going to go vegetarian, dude. Because that's that fucking documentary, our pea brains were like, oh, all sad and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What?
Because I know that sometimes you get colloquialisms mixed up in your head. So I was thinking chicken of the sea, but you fucking say it in reverse.
Chicken and the sea.
Chickens are the fish of the land.
So we went vegetarian for 3 weeks, but I lasted off of fish for longer until we did the fucking cookout at my mom's house, me, you, and Dominic.
Right.
And then my girlfriend was like, oh, those fish tacos that Ryan's making look really good. And she had one. And I was like, are you kidding me? and then we went to go get sushi. We went to go get sushi like a week later. Yeah.
That's funny.
That's fun.
But yeah, so I was, I've been through the grind, dude, of being a vegetarian. Didn't go vegan.
Yeah.
I have a question though.
Go for it.
As a vegan, which you are, right?
Yeah.
You're not lying.
Yeah,
Okay.
nah, nope.
I just want to make sure. Hey,
Got him.
Got him.
The truth is now coming out.
I don't want this to come across as me being the mayonnaise boy, but like
But do you have any mayonnaise?
no, but is mayonnaise off the table?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
They make
Not a hu-
vegan mayonnaise.
Also, I'm just not a huge fan of mayonnaise in general.
Same here, dude. Let's talk
Bro.
about that.
No, I don't understand the concept of mayonnaise. This is like this makes it moist or whatever.
It
like
makes
that.
things tasty.
No, it
But
doesn't. It doesn't have any fucking flavor.
I agree. Yeah, it's like,
Because here's the thing: every one of his favorite sushi rolls has fucking cooked mayonnaise on it.
yeah.
But to be fair, Japanese mayonnaise is way different.
It is
than,
better.
Yeah.
than American mayonnaise.
Yeah.
It's like an aioli.
I'm not racist, but yeah, I agree.
No one said you.
And also, if you guys don't know, my nickname is Skippy the Flipper. So I just, I'll be on one side of the argument and then I'll just flip sides. Slip, or what is it? Splitty.
Splitty
the Flipper.
Yeah.
I'll
Splitty.
take Skippy. I don't give a
Wait,
fuck.
where does that come from?
I do the splits.
And he
Oh, that's
flip-
right. Yeah. I remember this.
He does the splits
Yeah.
and he flip flops.
That's right.
his-
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
right.
yeah.
All right.
So Slippy the Flipper, Slippy? No, Splitty. Fucking shit. It's my name.
Slippy's the frog from Star Fox.
Oh shit, I wish, dude.
I can't be that.
I can't be that if I try though. But yeah, I'll flip flop here and there. I might become vegan by the end of the show.
He might. He might. That's the thing about Gerardo too, is that if he says he'll do it, he's stubborn enough to go at least 3 weeks.
Damn. All right. 3 whole weeks, huh?
Yeah.
All right, I'll put you
as,
to it.
Yeah.
as long as you keep telling him he's not going to do it, then he'll double down.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't showered because people keep telling me I'm going to do that.
Nice. I can smell you from here.
I know, I can smell it too. It smells terrible in here.
So I have a little bit of not going vegan, but I went vegetarian in high school because I had a vegetarian. I had
What
a
was her
vegan
name?
teacher. Say her name. But we had one of those in high school. We had the house program.
Oh yeah.
So like instead of like just putting people in random classes, they had houses, so you would get like the same group of teachers. So we had like a Freedom Writers English teacher where she had like us for like freshman, sophomore, junior, senior year. But she was vegan, so like she turned on a lot of people to like being vegan and vegetarian. And so like I went vegetarian in high school, I think my sophomore year for a little while. I don't even remember. I think I went like 3 months.
Oh yeah.
But this is kind of leading on what I wanted to ask know from you is like you're the one that actually pitched to me like, hey, like what do you guys think about veganism? Because it's like kind of like not like being, it's almost like being sober, right?
Yeah.
Like in a Mexican family where it's like everybody just shits on you.
Yeah.
Everybody just
They shift on you.
shifts on you.
They
They
shift
shift
on
their
you.
attitude
I
about
thought you were
you.
going to say something about eating carne asada and having to go to the restroom or something. What were you saying? Sorry.
That's some bad gun in this.
Stupid. But yeah, when I was vegetarian, it was like everybody would like talk shit, make fun of you, like make you feel a little. And then my mom was the worst because like, you know, she was cooking for everybody. So then she was like, I have to make a whole other dinner for you. And I was like, literally just a salad and potatoes. Like, and I don't need that much. I mean, I also didn't know that much about being a vegetarian, so I probably needed more food than that.
Yeah.
But I was like, you could just make me 2 sides that you make everybody else, and like I'm good.
Yeah.
But she would be pissed because she was like, I have to make a whole other like make the meat meal and then make like a whole thing like tofu patties and all this stuff, and I hated it.
Yeah.
But I don't know. What was your first of all? How long have you been vegan, and like what was the decision making?
Probably about as long as your brother. Yeah. Roughly
6
like,
years?
Yeah. 5 years.
Can I ask,
Yeah.
was it because of that documentary with the chicken?
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. So in a time long before this one, this lifetime. Now, I was a youth minister, and during that time, I was a vegetarian, and I kind of just made that choice, like, because you know, Lent happens, you don't eat meat, whatever like that. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna just give up meat, and then it just kind of stuck. And when I was a youth minister, and I was hanging around like a lot of vegans. There's a lot of vegans in the punk and hardcore scene.
Right.
There's a lot of just a lot of my friends just like, cooking up all these cool dishes and things like that. And I studied a lot of ethics in college and environmental studies too. It just would like pop up, and like I started playing with the idea of veganism, and then Lent comes around again, and there was this one kid, like I was thinking about it, I'm like, oh, maybe I'll just give up like the whole thing and just go vegan for Lent. And this one girl was like, why don't you put your money where your mouth is and just do it already? I'm like, damn.
Oh, Randy.
No, for real. Like this little high schooler is just like she was on my
Okay.
she was on my case. No, wait. Anyway.
No, I didn't. Yeah.
She was like giving me shit, and I'm like, all right, fine, I'm gonna do it, and it just stuck. It stuck. That was like 5 years ago. Yeah. So
Wow.
and it just. And it's definitely coming from like an ethical standpoint, a lot of like environment and like, caring for animals and things like that. I'm also a weird vegan. Like I don't have a pet like that. Like that's the one thing that people that sticks with a lot of people. It's like, you're vegan, you don't have a pet? I'm like, nah, I'm just way too busy like to take care of a pet. So
How do you feel about pets?
I love pets.
So you would
I
like
love pets.
you would
Oh,
like to
yeah,
have
yeah. No. I would love to have a dog or a cat or something.
I
allergic to cats.
thought you were like, there's two ways to go vegan: with the pet and without one. So
I'm so vegan, I don't even want an animal in my house. Get him the fuck out of here.
No, man, not about that
Mom is
domestic.
vegan.
So.
Maybe your mom is vegan.
Oh yeah, that's why. Yeah, my mom hates pets. That's why.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Cannot stand them.
Yeah, I heard that. I heard that phone call, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Damn, why you gotta put your mom on blast like that?
Because it's fun. She loves it.
But yeah, man, that's just you get a lot of influence from like the scene, and like I intentionally wore this shirt today. Is ACXDC, Antichrist Demon Corps is like the full name, but Sergio, the lead singer, he's vegan, straight edge. He runs the Midnight Hour in San Fernando Valley. He's been like that for years. Huge influence on like the scene and like gathering the history of the San Fernando Valley. And yeah, so I was just like, oh, I'm gonna go up, and I believe he's Argentinian. So I was like, oh, Latino representation, I guess. I don't know. Is that maybe I feel like I just did something wrong? I don't know. No. Like I was like, Argentina, is that Latino or Spanish? I don't know.
I mean, no. Ask Dominic because he's got the best viewpoint on this.
I mean, Argentinians are Latino, but it depends.
I was gonna say more like white people work with white people. Why not give Mexicans and Latinos? Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
So Latino representation is important. No matter what.
But that's why I wore this shirt. It's just you got that representation all over. So it's like he's vegan, straight edge. He's part of the scene, and he's Latino. So I was
that's
like,
tight.
Yeah. So yeah, it's just,
Argentinians, they smell, right?
I have no idea.
They smell good.
They smell. Everything has a smell. So like,
It's hard to tell when we're in this room.
Yeah. This room smells like 4 or 5 hours of recording.
yeah, I can smell that.
It smells like a vegan's kitchen. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, just don't be around me when dude. Oh my god, like for real, like
farts?
Farts and
Those vegan farts, dude.
bro.
No, for reals.
Maybe you should go vegan. You like farts.
Don't start like that. Don't spread that shit. This fool is so addicted to mustard. He's trying to fucking find something.
Fuck you, dude. First of all.
Damn, what are we, like 15 minutes in already? Mustard?
I thought you said, what are we, 15 years old? What are you guys doing?
Are we bringing up mustard?
Yeah.
Damn.
Is mustard vegan?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's made of
I wouldn't know.
I don't know.
it's made from bone. The fuck?
It looks like yellow mayonnaise, and this fool's like anti-mayonnaise. So
I totally
They
hate
make
that, man.
vegan mayonnaise.
I know.
yeah, but
Vegan-A's. I've been to the Follow Your Heart.
Oh, shit.
I've been to I live close to Follow Your Heart actually, and that's where the Vegan-A's was made.
Oh,
So yeah, it's really cool.
follow your heart.
What is that?
My heart leads me to bacon every time. What are you saying?
This fool did have a baconator before.
Nice. No, low key. Okay, all right. Like I would eat like baconators like crazy way back in the day. Yeah. So yeah, not anymore. Well, unless I figured something out. But like, yeah. So
Would you eat the meat that was created in a lab?
oh man, I was not prepared for this question.
They're gonna take your.
They're gonna tear me apart, bro. I don't know. I that's such a cop out. Like, I mean, it's not from an animal, so
that's like black and white. If
I guess,
you know, like if you're in it for humanitarian, or what's humanitarian but for animals?
Yeah.
Is that
No,
humanitarian?
that's humanitarian. Yeah.
If you're in it for humanitarian, you know, ideals, I guess.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
humane.
Humane.
Yeah, humane. Yeah.
You know, don't yawn aggressively at me, you sir. I called you a sir. Then if it's made in a lab,
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, so is Oreos, and vegans love those.
I mean,
so.
coronavirus vegans do great with that. So.
Ah, shit.
That was really like because my little brother loved Oreos. That was like the one thing he couldn't give up, and then we found out they were vegan friendly, and it's like that's like all he got for his birthday for the next like 3 birthdays.
Oh,
it was just a bunch of Oreos.
For real, I'll take like the sack of Oreos. I don't do this that often anymore, but I'll take the sack of Oreos and I'll just like crush them all up, put them in a bowl, and I'll eat it like a cereal. Yeah, it's not good.
My God, dude.
Yeah.
That's like,
Where do you live? Let's go.
dude,
Over
that's
there.
like 2, 3, 4,000 calories in one
Jesus
sitting.
He said he's vegan. He didn't say he was healthy.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, that's another thing too. It's like everyone thinks that vegans, oh, you must be super healthy. And like, hell
Hex
no.
to the no.
I used to say when I was vegetarian, it was like being a vegetarian is all about deciding which fries you like best.
For real, dude. For real. Del Taco.
Oh shit, Del Taco was bomb, dude.
Yeah, dude. Del Taco.
Used to be Jack in the Box, and then they fucked up their fries.
Yeah, for real.
I'm
yeah.
a fan of In-N-Out fries. Not to start a conversation right now.
No, yeah.
I like them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, my fries. I make fries.
Oh my God,
Ryan
Ryan.
has to fucking
Jesus
stick his nose up at everybody.
Oh, those fries are okay, I guess, but mine.
Have you had my fries? I'm not that sassy in real life, I swear.
So you were already at least like in adulthood when you made the switch. But what was like? How is it? What were you gonna say?
I wanted to say the whole lab thing, right?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Oh, yeah,
If it's made in a lab, there should be no. Well, like, what is the? Why did you react the way you did when?
Because it is a weird point of contention in the vegan community. It's like, well, if it's not by an animal, then you should eat it. And then there's also people who say like, well, yeah, but like you're still attempting to recreate the meat itself. And a lot of it's weird. Vegans is like will argue over the dumbest shit. Like,
thank you.
Yeah, no, for real. Like I've been in like Facebook and all that, and like I was in this Facebook community over the pandemic, and it's like you would cook food and you would show it off. And I had Just Egg in it, and Just Egg it's plant-based. They can't claim vegan because there was some animal testing, but I will still like use Just Egg every so often. But one of the admins, she's like, Just Egg is don't it's tested on animals or this or that. I don't exactly know the history behind it. I'm really bad at like all the statistics and stuff like that. But like she was like, post no more comments, we're shutting this down. And like I was just like, what the hell? Like, I mean, isn't it all for like the process? Kind of like what you're pointing out. It's like, isn't it all for like, push towards like less meat, not investing into or not putting money into like the meat industry or shit like that. Like,
well, that's the thing too, though. I can see the argument for the meat industry trying to take advantage of like fake meat made in a lab.
Yeah,
and so they're still seeing profits while also slaughtering cows and chickens. And
it's why a lot of vegans won't go to like will still want to go to like Carl's Jr. or
Oh, right, that makes sense.
Or like Burger King, or because it's like, oh, cool, you have an option for me. I still don't want to put money into you because like
that money's gonna still go towards slaughtering animals.
Yeah, or like not like towards the bigger corporation or whatever like that. Like,
right.
I don't think the Burger King plastic face is going out slaughtering animals. Although that guy's creepy. So
that would be a wild ass movie.
I'd see that movie.
What were you saying?
Do you fuck with honey?
Oh, I was gonna
I don't
ask
fuck
that.
with honey. What? I'm that vegan. So honey's another point of contention.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, but like I have liked because I know a few people who like are, what do you call them? Like bee harvesters or whatever.
Oh
like
God,
that.
here we go.
What is it
Fuck.
called? Ryan knows the word.
Jesus Christ, Ryan.
Bees.
Beeticians.
The people who like take care of the bees.
Fucking Ryan, I swear to God, you better come through right now.
Bro, I've heard you on so many like episodes.
No, I
like-
know the word.
This guy, every time we say the ABCs, he stops at B. Fool.
I don't know the word off the top of my head.
Beetician. I don't know. But yeah, like I know a few people, and like I don't even get in the argument because I don't really want to invest my time in the argument. But like it's just more of like they do it because I guess there is some environmental help to it. Because like yeah, bees are dying. Okay,
Yeah, like if Gerardo becomes a vegan tomorrow, I'm gonna stop honey, dog. Because the whole bee thing, dude, it's so weird how it touches me. When you be walking, do you ever see like a fucking like a bunch of bees dead on the ground?
yeah,
You know?
yeah.
Does
no,
that ever hurt you? Like
a little
see
bit.
yeah, right.
A little bit, but no, I mean like for real, there's a bee problem.
Like I'll see a possum on the ground and be like, "Good, that ugly fuck is dead." You know what I mean?
he had it coming.
I just
Yeah.
love that you said, you ever bee walking?
You have a bee walking.
But yeah, no. When I see dead bees on the floor, I'm like, they didn't ask for this. They're just buzzing around, dude. You
For
know what I
real,
mean?
yeah, no, yeah, that and I it's more towards like the environmental help, because like bees do help out with like the environment and they help pollinate the flowers and yada yada, all that kind of stuff. And like I guess cell phones are actually like harming bees or whatever like that.
Ryan, our bee statistician over here.
What
What is
Not
it
a word.
called?
It's not a word.
We'd have to look it up because I can't remember.
All right, well, tell them about bees. I'll look it up right now.
Have you heard of vulture?
Oh my God,
Yes, I
Ryan! Stop
have.
with the vulture bees.
I have.
Never.
I have. Yes, I have.
No, there's some cool bees. There's one that's like half ant. It's weird.
Beekeepers?
Beekeepers. Wow.
you
know-
That is
no,
an
there's
easy
a name.
word.
There's a name for
like using the Latin term for it, name kind of.
Okay,
thing.
I'm Google. Tell
But-
me what to look up right now. The Latin word for
Synonym for beekeeper.
synonym for bee. Thank you.
Have you ever like observed how adaptive wasps are?
Yes.
Apiartist?
There was
Okay, cool.
there was
big
a
word.
wasp hive. I lived in Covina for a bit, and there was a tree in our neighbor's backyard, but it hung over our yard, and there was this hole in the tree that was just covered. It was a wasp hive. And they when they moved out, new people moved in, and the first thing they was chop the tree down, and the wasps disappeared for like a week. And then the next, like a week later, I'm walking my brother's dog. I'm dog sitting for him, and I walked like 2 blocks down the street, and they were like in the middle of forming a hive on this tree. It looked like a new branch was forming, but it was literally just bees kind of hanging on to each other while they created wax to create a new hive.
No.
It was insane.
No.
Wow.
I don't. Yeah, no. When I used to work for my dad for air conditioning, we would be outside and we would run into like wasp nests every so often.
Yeah.
I do not fuck with wasps.
Yeah, no, wasps, like I like bees. But if it was like a Star Wars movie, bees are like Luke Skywalker, wasps are like Darth Vader. That
Yeah,
fool
dude.
can die, dog. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? For reals.
Yeah.
There's a wasp that injects its larva into a bug,
Jesus
and the bug
Christ.
lives in it and feeds off of it.
That's right.
And when it's fully grown, it bursts out of the whatever it was living on.
That's like a Cronenberg movie.
Yeah.
Like
That's
Gerardo getting
rad.
another shower. I don't know. That was
Got him.
Got him.
But yeah, I guess the answer to your question is we were like circling around. I guess,
Yeah.
I guess I'll eat the meat. I'll try it out. I'll try the lab meat.
Yeah.
Because I mean, like I've had Beyond already. I've had Impossible. I don't eat it too often, but like.
Also, aren't you just like tickling your ball sack, eating something?
what is
that
it with you and ball sacks all the time?
It's a colloquial term.
no, it isn't.
But aren't you just like tickling your armpits, like when you're trying something you can't eat? You know what I mean? Like if you can't eat meat, then why would you eat something that's supposed to be like meat? Are you guys okay?
Yeah.
I'm just talking like
aren't you just teasing yourself? You don't have to touch anybody's body
If I
parts.
tickle your armpits, I'm technically teasing you, right? Let alone leave me away from your ball sack. That would be more of a tease right there. Anyways, I don't know why. If I was,
No. I hear what you're saying. Because yeah, like, aren't you testing the waters? That's a better phrase, I guess.
Okay, testing the waters.
Testing the waters.
You guys are so PG. It's gross.
So, dude, I've been cursing this entire time.
I know, I'm just joking. I'm joking.
But no, like, yeah, I'm testing the waters. Yeah, well, like, why not give it a shot? Like, I haven't really, like, now that I'm thinking about it, it's like, oh, I don't really eat a whole lot of Beyond or Impossible. I'm typically eating, like, seitan or tofu or things like that.
He's eating Satan.
Satan. I mean, Satan. Hail Satan. I mean, that's because, like, I was cooking over the pandemic. I learned, like, oh, hey, you make all these cool sauces or whatever, and it absorbs the flavor, and it tastes, like, really good. Like, that's the thing, is, like, vegans got to learn how to, like, you know, get the flavor or get the right flavor profile.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So, go for it.
Oh no, I mean, I don't know if we get into this, but it's hard because obviously, like, I don't know if you know, but we don't know, like, our, like, native identities.
yeah, I'm saying.
Yeah,
what's that website called, really quick?
Somos Ancestros.
Somos Ancestros. I need to do that shit.
I want to do that. My brother did, and he did. What is it called? He did Family Tree. Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna see if I can get his test and then just send it to Somos Ancestros.
Okay.
But I was I fucking hate that stuff lives in my brain this way, but I don't remember the name of the chef because she put out a cookbook and it was all traditional Mexican food. But there was no alternative. There was no, like, replacements, but it was like 90% vegan food. And, like, they were interviewing her on NPR and she was explaining, like, no, like, a lot of traditional Mexican food, a lot of traditional native food is, like, based around it's a plant-based diet. And, like, obviously, like, we eat fish and meat. But that was before, like, we had, like, it was most of the meat recipes were from hunting, and it was like you didn't hunt all the time. You would hunt and then stock up, but around those times, like, a lot of the food is plant-based anyway.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense to me. Yeah, because, you know, you're most of the time more of a harvester than you are a hunter, like, in the long term. So, you know, I guess that makes logical sense. I'm with it.
Yeah.
You know, it's.
I wanted to ask about the food pyramid, right? So,
like the Aztec pyramid.
No, I'm trying to make something up, what you guys have a huge problem with, because I said tickle your armpits and shit, and, you know, can't even
touching people.
Okay, I will stop. Okay, but, like, the food pyramid, in my opinion, is like there's, you know, regular meat eaters, and then there's vegetarians, and then there's the vegans on top.
Okay,
you know what I mean? And by the way,
top? Nice.
I'm not saying vegans are on top.
I don't know.
Of the chart, yes. As far as, like, because, you know, a pyramid gets smaller. There's a lot less vegans
I see what you're saying.
than there is, you know, normal people. But
it's a little sliver for pescatarian.
Pescatarian is a little sliver underneath vegan, above vegetarian, right? No, probably below vegetarian.
It'd be between vegetarian and meat eater.
Okay.
There's also carnivores.
It'd be between vegetarian and meat eater.
Not that.
Yeah, I heard what you said, but just talking.
I love. No. I'll go on dates, and it's like, oh, you're vegan. I'm pescatarian. I'm like,
so what?
So
is there like
is
it like being in Brazilian jiu-jitsu and you're trying to get that black belt? You know, like, if you become a vegetarian, do you do it with the goal of becoming a vegan, or is it just a choice?
Some people. There's a lot of promotion for like going just full vegetarian, because there's an argument that most people can survive off of a ovo
vegetarian.
Yeah.
Which I only know because comics.
So yeah, there you go. But like, there's a lot of argument for, like, most people can live off of that. Not everybody can be vegan, which makes a lot of sense. Because I've run into so many. Oh, I tried that, but, like, I was just, you know, I was getting really sick, and, like, I did everything. I consumed all the proper nutrition and stuff like that. They went to the doctors, like, yeah, you really can't survive. Like, you can probably be vegetarian, but you can't be vegan. Yeah, it's like genetic stuff too.
Is it like the iron levels, or
stuff like that? Like, if you're anemic, it's probably a little more difficult. So again, I'm not the best vegan. Like, I don't know the statistics. I don't know all the science and stuff like that. I know people who are, and it's just like, that's cool, man. I wish I can do that, but I'm like, I don't have the energy.
Trust me, you fit in. We're Mexican. We don't speak Spanish.
Some people
same. ¿Verdad?
Go for it, Ryan.
Some people develop anemia through trying to be vegan because they have a genetic predisposition.
Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. So now leads me to my next question. So vegetarian is allowed to, like, fuck with chicken eggs and shit, right?
Yeah.
They can eat eggs
vegan
and cheese.
eggs and cheese. Does that give you a healthy level of protein, basically? Then
I guess, yeah.
Eggs and cheese is protein. Cheese
And
has
also like
more
B
fat.
vitamins.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so that basically clears that up. So, and that's basically now you're on your way to the vegan diet
Yeah.
without eggs, without cheese, right? Now, question: how does the carnivore diet make you feel? That's the complete opposite of vegan, right?
Yeah. Oh, you mean like just me?
Just
Like the caveman diet.
Oh, dude, I can't.
cool.
That's like.
Does it hurt you like inside?
Yeah, dude, you can't do that. Like, no, I think that's even worse.
Do you
Like-
do you ever look at opposing arguments towards veganism?
It's that's almost like. Well,
We're all
that's
friends
almost-
here.
No. I don't know how else to put it. Like, that's like, why do you want to hurt yourself? You know what I mean? Like why do you want to put yourself through that? Or like you made the choice. Like I made the choice, and I'll look at the arguments. I don't really see your point.
I get what you're saying.
I don't really. Or it's just. It's like all this.
You're
science
happy.
and
You're
knowledge.
fine.
Yeah, I'm
you
fine.
Don't question what you are. Basically,
No.
you like being vegan.
Yeah. It comes with a lifestyle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I respect that. Yeah, for sure. Because I've looked into different diets because I stepped on a scale in Mexico City. 240.
Okay, so now what's in California?
Before
That's what they run on the metric system.
So I'm 380 here. What were you saying?
I was gonna make a gross joke.
Oh, okay, is that before or after my dick got cut off?
No,
Before, after you shit the
Because
bed.
it's
shit the
fucking
bed.
huge. What?
No, but
Before you
Shut the bed. Fuck you. It was after.
sorry.
So you were at your lowest.
Yes.
Literally and figuratively.
Or anally.
damn.
But yeah, so because I tried a carnivore diet for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
A couple weeks ago, I felt fucking amazing. Like
Do you feel good on that?
I felt amazing relative to how I usually feel. Like I had way too much fucking energy. I was in my apartment just like driving Miguel fucking nuts, dude, because I'm so hyper. Right?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I heard you could get like they call it rabbit starvation,
Mm-hmm.
where if you eat too much protein, that like you could starve yourself because your body doesn't process it. But I mean, the easy way to like get out of that, even if you're trying to stay on meat, is to just like eat fat.
Yeah.
But I've also heard that diet's like very I mean, almost in not in similar ways, but in the same way that there's risks with going vegan. Like there's a predisposition to it that like if you don't meat, it is dangerous to try.
Yes. Also,
Like I've seen like doctors like observe people's. There's dudes on like YouTube and TikTok this is all they do. This is how they make content, is showing people what their diet is, and they eat massive amounts of like meat and protein. And every doctor I've seen, it's getting to a point, Gerardo. Every doctor I've seen,
talk to me like that again, dude.
I'll fight you right now.
Let's
in
do
front of
it.
everyone.
I want to see that.
Go for it.
Every time they say the same things, like there's no way that this guy is eating this amount of protein without some kind of herbal supplement to maintain his metabolism. It's like they're probably on steroids, is what they're saying.
Okay. Anyways, so that was
Patreon
leading to
fight.
fucking steroids.
Patreon fight. I wanna
Let's
see
fight.
that. I'll pay for that.
No, so from my and also we're not experts. None of us are.
No.
Except for he's expert in being a fucking vegan.
Yep. That's, yeah, but like,
I was gonna say loser.
Yeah.
Culo.
Oh, damn.
No, I'm joking. I'm joking. You're working out. What's it called? No, but for the carnivore diet, what the research that I had done was that you're supposed to eat a gram of protein per.
bro, I thought you were sober. Why are you eating a gram?
No, I would never eat. I would smoke it. But you eat a gram of protein, you basically eat a gram of protein for each. For what you want to weigh, basically in a day. It's some kind of like radical way to drop weight.
140 grams.
No. Like, and then, but it's also the like I don't know, because you also have to ease into the diet, so you're not supposed to jump right into it.
I think the danger of it all is just like the lack of balance in nutrition. That's just, because like, yeah, everyone goes like, oh, you go vegan, so you must be like protein deficient. It's like, nope, not at all.
Yeah.
And like I still eat grains and all that kind of like I eat it all. Like I eat a lot more veggies now than ever before, but like that's just a personal choice. But like
What's your favorite fruit or vegetable?
Honestly, I like carrots a lot.
Carrots are fucking good, dude.
It's such a bland little thing.
Yep.
Like, what I like to do is I'll take like carrots, cauliflower, broccoli. I'll just like put it in a pan, put it in the oven, just a little bit of salt and pepper, and have it like that.
How about some garbanzo beans,
Oh,
dude?
bro.
Oh, don't get me started, fool.
Bro, I love garbanzo.
Yeah.
No, dude, I love, what is it? Falafel. I love falafel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
ooh.
Yeah, okay. All right.
That's garbanzo beans.
Ground up garbanzo bean. It's like a meat substitute.
Asshole.
We found out earlier in the Patreon that I might be autistic because when I heard falafel, all I felt was disgusting.
There's a test
You
for that.
feel awful.
I feel awful. He said, "I feel awful." That's hilarious.
Fuck, what was I gonna say?
But let's be honest: garbanzo beans, hummus,
yeah.
carrots.
Oh, yeah.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Oh, yeah. I fucking, yeah.
It took God 7 days to make that. You know what I mean? What were you saying? Sorry.
I don't remember. I mean, well, I can't really say. Well, to what you're saying about the carnivore diet.
Yeah.
Would you?
I gotta stretch. I'm the only one that's to hold it.
Ew.
Sorry.
Take that out of context.
Use that as a soundbite.
No, about the carnivore diet was really interesting. So that book that it's audiobook, so I didn't read it, quote unquote. But Don't Sleep, There Are Snakes, I forgot the name of the author, but the guy that was staying with the Piraha, the tribe in
Yes.
the Amazon.
Yes.
So according to him, they only eat meat like that. Well, they don't just eat meat, but like it's primarily like fish and meat that they hunt, and then they might eat fruit here and there, but it's mainly meat and fish, and like they'll like barter with people for like cookies and treats and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But what was really funny is like it's a white missionary, so like they don't have like stuff to make salads out there. So he like called, or he wrote back like a letter to whoever to like send him like vegetables so that he could have a salad. And he's eating a salad, and one of the villagers like comes up to him and he's like, "Why are you eating leaves?" And he's like, "Yeah, in my culture, like we eat leaves." And the guy like goes like, "That's why you don't speak Piraha as good as us."
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Got him.
Yeah, just like telling it straight up, like that's why like you're inferior.
So,
Like,
do you know about this Piraha?
Nah.
Okay, so it's basically a tribe,
it's a tribe. It was one of the last like
indigenous.
Like untouched.
untouched
Yes, untouched.
tribes. They're in Brazil, in the Amazon.
And their language, they only speak in the present. They don't speak in the future or the past.
Yeah, they like everything is like the immediate, like right now, immediate future, immediate past. Like
And-
it just happened or it's just about to happen, but they don't really talk in like, years ago.
And also, they don't have numbers in their language.
That's
Yeah.
a trip.
So they would be like, this right here is a little bit, or this right here is an average amount, or this right here is a lot. So they don't say numbers.
That's a trip. No, because I'm just thinking about the Maori people of like New Zealand. Like their whole thing is like we have a history and we tell our history like an oral history, or like a lot
Right.
of Native people here
Yeah.
in United States, like they'll like just
Yeah.
talk about their history. Like that's wild.
Yeah, that's the
just-
thing. They don't have a written language. It's all spoken, and they tell stories, but they don't tell like history. Everything is just this is how Piraha are. This is like what we do.
I wonder if that has something to do with just the fact that they're like they're in the immediate, like there's no struggle or issue coming at like anything antagonizing their culture to
Yeah.
make them think like, oh, we have to be remembered. You know what I mean? Like
That's a great point. So, what do you? Okay, so this is listen.
this got serious.
The pendulum's swinging, dog. That's what I want to make an episode called Vegan-Isimo, dude, because liberal views get very liberal, right?
Yeah.
And I find myself to be very liberal, but there's wild thoughts, there's wild reactions, there's very angry temperaments online and whatnot when it comes to anyone thinking aside from what you think,
Yeah.
And with communities like the LGBTQ community, with the vegan community, they have these instincts to go straight for the fucking gut of whoever they're talking to or arguing with. And is that in a way against our own culture? Like, yes, there's these corporate entities that make a lot of money off of meat But that's our culture, right? Like, this is our tribe. We don't feel like we're ever part of the tribe, and we create these sects of veganism and, you know, autism and just I'm just kidding, I'm just joking. I saw Ryan was trying to sleep and I didn't let it happen.
I wasn't trying to sleep, I'm trying to think.
I know, I'm sorry.
No, you bring up a good, I mean, that was kind of what one of the points I was bringing up earlier is like, you know, I'm in that like Facebook group, and one of the admins is giving me shit for using a product that is just like, look, I'm just we're trying to push forward with this thing. I understand.
I'm on your
like,
side.
Yeah, I'm on. Yeah, but like it gets, you know, the infighting, it happens.
Yeah,
and I find that a lot, like in punk and hardcore culture. It's just like, you know, some people are vegan, some people are not, some people are alcoholics, some people are sober. You know, some people are straight edge. Some people like will just smoke a cigarette now and again. You know, stuff like that. And it's kind of like, you know, shout out Priscilla for using this term. It's like we're not a monolith. You know, we can't just like view each other in these little boxes and it's like, oh, you're A, B, and C. Well, you know, screw you then. Like, you know, we have all those biases or whatever like that. Like, I'm not gonna come across and be like, I'm vegan, therefore I'm better than you, because that's not the case. Like, for me, that's not the case. It's just it's a life choice for me. That's just where I feel most comfortable in my skin. And also like, there's a lot of like, there's like a logic of ethics and that built up to that point as well. So I do it for the environment. I do it because like it's a lot of intentionality. You know, I don't want to I'm not the best either, because I don't like, I'm not eating, you know, I'm not putting money towards the meat industry, but like I'm also like drinking from those plastic cups all the time at like Starbucks or like Pete's Coffee or whatever like that. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, you know, take one or the other. It's like, I'm not perfect, but like, there's a lot of infighting. There's a lot of like pushing forward, and I'm not gonna like this. I'm hanging out with some friends, and the dude hears my order, and he goes, "What'd you just order?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm vegan." And he goes, "What?" But you're not preachy about it. Yeah. I was like, yeah, because I just live it. Like, why do I have to like go out there and like, I'm not out here to like, you know, change the world or whatever like that. I'm out here to just participate in the world and, you know, make it a little bit better than when, you know, I leave. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah. That's kind of where I come from about it. Yeah. Because my folks don't give me shit about it. Yeah. You know, I mean, well, okay, that's not true. My dad gives me shit about it. But like, my uncles give me shit about it. Like, literally, it's like, oh man, you're vegan? Oh man, your farts must smell, bro. It's like, like shit like that. Yeah. So, yeah, and that's kind of what why I introduced that, like the idea of this topic in the first place. Yeah, is because like, especially in the Mexican community, I mean, I think we're seeing now like it's fine, like there seems to be an acceptance, but like I had a lot of friends, and I was still a meat eater at the time. I had a lot of friends who were in like punk and hardcore scenes, and they went vegan, and their family gave them shit for it. Yeah, you know, and it kind of goes with the territory, like even vegetarians too in the Latino community, like. You know, you listen to this. I remember I asked you about your brother. He's like, oh, he's vegan too. I'm like, oh yeah, does he listen to the Smiths?
Oh yeah, there's a lot of Mexicans that like the Smiths that went vegan.
For real, dude?
For Morrissey.
For real.
To make Morrissey proud.
Yeah, make this white guy, this racist white guy proud. I'm sorry, I'm not a huge fan of Morrissey, so I mean, if you want to come at me, I don't really care. I'm not gonna change my mind. But like, like it's just, you have that part of like, I guess like Los Angeles culture or whatever like that. It's like there's a lot of Mexicans, a lot of Latinos, Latinas, like just like really into the vegan vegetarian lifestyle because they were influenced by the music that they listened to. Yeah, and that's just kind of permeated the culture. And you know, some people, like a lot of the families gave them shit for it, and you know, so be it. But like, I think, because there's like a lot of vegan Mexican restaurants now. Yeah. Like they just, and I was in Texas last year. My homie takes me around this one spot, and apparently the whole thing is vegan. Like what is it? The pan dulce is vegan. Everything is vegan there. And
is bread considered not vegan?
It depends on how it's made.
Some of it has butter or eggs, or both.
And butter comes from cows?
Yes.
Okay. Damn, wow. Way to make me
milk,
feel like a fucking idiot.
yeah, like milk and eggs
I
and stuff
couldn't
like
tell
that.
if you were joking or
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But what part of the cow is butter?
milk.
No, it's milk.
Oh, it's milk.
It's
Wait, do you
cultured
really
milk.
not know where butter comes from?
I just know that old ladies in the fucking 40s were like churning that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they were churning milk.
Oh, I thought they churned all the butter that we use today.
What did you think it was made from?
They've been at it for so long.
You know, maybe a churn is a noun. Maybe it's a verb. We
Yo,
don't
how
even,
you feel about the Land O'Lakes lady, though, huh?
I don't know. I made a song called Jemima when I was younger, and I felt bad about it now. Yeah. I'll play it for you guys if you want.
I'm down.
Was it about how much you hate syrup?
No, it was actually about how delicious the syrup was.
Because of Aunt Jemima syrup.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why.
But yeah, no, I was at the spot, and the whole history behind it is apparently it was like legit, like all meat, like, you know, the spots that you would find, you know, out here, but it was all reinvented into like vegan, because apparently the owner, her dad, was like, you know, not in the best of health, and so they decided to just. He's like, he's not going to give up any of this stuff. So what if we like make all these vegan substitutes and not tell him? And eventually he like learned and he's like, oh, wow, I like this. And then that's how that restaurant stands today. It's like, it was all for the family.
Yeah.
It's like, that's rad too. You know, Mexican joint out in Texas. I can't remember where, but like,
Right here off the 10 and Santa Anita, I believe.
By Six Flags.
By Six Flags, yeah. There's a Vietnamese vegetarian place that's very good.
Yeah.
It's amazing. It tastes better than regular Vietnamese food.
Dude, there's a Vietnamese spot in my area, Vin Loy. Shout out Vin Loy, man. That guy's been around. Yeah, that place been around for a minute. Like, yeah. So, but yeah, like,
It's crazy how delicious it is. But then you hear these things online about how any kind of these extreme diets can really affect your body. Is there any like common ground you could find with people that do like make meat for a living, if they did it in a humane way where they weren't like fucking, you know, tickling the pigs before they stabbed them or whatever they do, right?
Like small farm.
I mean, I'm not out there with the homies who are like going to, because there are people who will like the truck with the pigs pulls up before the slaughterhouse, and there's like this weird agreement nowadays where like the trucker will stop and the people will surround the pigs and they'll prey on them or whatever like that, and then they go off to slaughter, bro. You know, so I'm not out there to like
prey on pigs,
I'm not out there like going to like the butcher or whatever like that. It's like, oh, you're that guy.
I mean,
I can work with you, bro.
I probably sound crazy right now, but I kind of like that. Like that idea, because it is there. I don't know. This kind of always stuck with me since I was a kid.
Do pigs go to heaven?
No,
dogs.
When I was in high school, we had like a potluck party, and somebody threw away a tray that was like carne asada. Like they put it. It was a clean trash can, like, but they just like put it.
That's yours. There you go.
They put it. So there was a clean trash can, and they put a tray of carne asada, like leftovers, like scraps, and they put it in the trash. And this guy named Andy, what's his name? Andy? I'll just say it was Andy. Andy came and
Andy Griffith,
my dog.
Yeah.
He came. He got some tortillas, and he like just like scooped. He was scooping like the asada out of the can, and like people were like, "Ew, it's gross." And he was like, "You don't." He's like, he said something like, "It's a sin to throw meat away." So then ever since then, like now I'm trying to be conscientious of like being respectful to meat. I remember I was pitching a commercial for this guy that was like a vegan restaurant, and like he was gonna the whole concept was a guy that was like a fighter, and he was using like he wasn't vegan, he was organic, but he was using like food to like fight like an action star, but his weapons were made out of food. And so we're like, oh, one of the things will be like he pulls out like a big ass salami and like hits somebody in the face, and he was like, no, he's like, you can't disrespect meat like that, like that was a living animal, like you can't do that.
Yeah, and that's like built in, like, you know, the native culture, you know, that we're all kind of like coming from, like, I mean, generations past, but like you know what I mean, like respect to the animal that gave us. Yeah,
I know it sounds campy, but it is a lot of like respect for the food that you're about to eat, right?
And I definitely think there's something lost in that in the meat industry. Is like it's just something that you take for granted. You know, you supply. I remember when I was still eating meat, like I was not used to Filipino culture having the shrimp with the head still on.
Oh yeah.
And that kind of already, like, I was already kind of like thinking about it, and then they were like biting into it, and I was like, and I bit like it, and then the brains like splattered on my glasses. I was like, nope, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this.
That's why you became vegan.
I can't do that. That was part of it. That's why. That's why.
So, with the risk of this becoming a longer conversation, what are your thoughts on religion then?
Bro, I studied that.
That was one thing I wanted to ask.
Yeah.
If you've noticed, I feel like I've noticed this, but a lot of like Satanists go vegan.
Oh. I
don't
mean,
know if there's a correlation with that. I just noticed a commonality.
It probably has something to do with like the super right wing into the meat industry, and then so like you got like Satanists going vegan or vegetarian because it's like, well, it's what they're doing. So you know.
I always thought that was like a weird thing because people have a misconception about what Satanists are. They're not actually worshiping the devil. They're just very aggressive atheists. They're kind of like the fuck you of atheists. Like,
it's more of a political movement than it is a religion, but they use the loopholes of being a religion.
Yeah. You don't want me to go on, like, I'll go on tangents for days.
Is there any concise answer you can give?
Because
where I'm coming from with this is that, okay, so it's inhumane the way we treat animals, right? We're more conscious beings than animals, right?
Yes.
We're able to kind of assume what religion should be or what it is, right? Or we have these concepts of God and stuff.
Sure.
I mean, maybe animals have that too, and we're just ending their life too soon, right?
It's a possibility. I mean, we can't know for sure because we're not Dr. Doolittle over here.
Yeah, no. I am, but what were you saying?
Okay.
I wish I knew this question was coming up because then I would like make sure to remember where I heard this from. But a scientist did a study on pigeons, and he found that they formed a religion around him. That they started doing ceremony. So he just did this weird thing with their feeding schedule, essentially, and he noticed that the more he did this thing, more he like put control over or restrictions over their feeding habits. He noticed that on the days he did feed them, they'd start doing little rituals, and little specific movements, and then they started gathering and listening to like single pigeons as leaders. And what he believes is genuinely that the pigeons formed their own religion around him as their god.
That's hilarious.
That's rad.
Because have you also heard the theory about? Have you ever seen a baby pigeon?
No.
Yeah.
What?
Dude, there's no baby pigeons. I have a theory. No, seriously. I've heard this thing in San Diego. Like, have you ever seen a baby pigeon?
Yes.
No.
I've never seen.
You're just saying yes, you bitch.
No, because there's this thing where they don't look like they grow gray feathers, but they start off looking like dove babies.
Okay.
Because doves and pigeons are related.
So this guy, he was also trying to convince me of a flat Earth. But he was like, "Hey, fool, you ever seen a baby pigeon, dog?" And I was like, "Hey, chill out," He starts punching me and shit. No, but
Someone's at the top of the dome just dropping
Birds aren't real, bro.
into existence.
After I said it, I remember who said that to me, and I'm like, "Oh, he's probably trolling me, dude." But no, when he said that, I was like, "I mean, I never did." And he's like, "Yeah, fool, that's because they're government conspiracies, dog." I'm like, "Oh yeah, there was fucking government conspiracies back in the Middle Ages, dude."
The funniest thing to me, dude, the funniest thing to me about when people start talking about the government is, as wacky as conspiracy theories are, I'm like, why do you choose to believe in this weird shit when the government already has proof of other weird shit that they did, like the Cheese Mountain? Or
that's right.
Trying to explode Castro with a fucking cartoon cigar?
Yeah.
That shit was real. They put like C4 in a cigar hoping he'd just explode.
Yeah.
But that, they use that to fuel their current conspiracies. Yeah. It's like, see, this was real.
I will say every time someone comes at me with flat Earth or like the moon isn't real, I just quote Wallace and Gromit.
Yeah.
Everyone knows the moon's made of cheese.
My thing with religion and animals is that I think it's crazy because it's like religion for humans has been used to dominate other beings, whether they be humans, plants, land, or animals, And I think that there's a lot of stuff that we're learning, like more and more, that it's like, oh, bless you, that animals actually like animals actually have a lot more. Like, first of all, there's like recorded like certain animals have consciousness that they can recognize themselves, like their reflections.
Yes.
There's like bugs that like can recognize themselves.
You're looking cute today. Yeah.
You see that beetle going,
Damn, my wings are fly.
Look fly, that was a good one.
Damn, you looking fly today.
super fly. This is such a stupid bit.
This is the one. This is the bit. But no, there's just like, stuff where like elephants hold funerals.
What?
They hold funerals for they have like rituals. They form in a circle and they mourn their dead one.
Can you guys tell me this shit before the podcast?
You're just like, we're catching you real time right now.
No, there's a lot of stuff that like there's habits that animals have that humans also have that like proves that there's more to this stuff than we realize. That it's not just about dominating like other creatures, like they're meant to be in service of us. That's why the whole thing about what animals are okay to eat was centered around like if they have hooves or if they have to close the toe. They have the two toe or like anything with a hoof, pretty much. Yeah. Can be eaten.
You want to have a good time? Look up dolphins and culture. That'll mess with you.
Traumatizing.
It really is.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Do you know that orcas form gangs?
I feel like Ryan has a hyper focus for every letter of the alphabet. Dolphins, orcas, bees.
Dude.
Okay. Orcas and gangs?
There's two. Do you remember that movie Tom Hardy did about those gangster twins?
Venom. Venom and Carnage.
No, what was it called?
That was good.
What was that movie called though?
Legend.
Legend.
Yes. I knew the whole time.
Big Tom Hardy fan.
Oh, big Tom Hardy fan over here. Breathe in. Okay, sorry. Hold it. Don't let it go yet. The movie's not over. What is it? Damn it, I thought that was one.
Get him, Spidey.
There's a documentary.
We're bombing.
There's a documentary about this notorious twin pair of orca whales that made the same comparison, where essentially they followed their swim patterns and figured out they can never really tell where they are once they leave a certain coastal area, but they figured out that they circle certain areas annually, and it was the same too because their fins bend a certain way, and their nicknames were like East and West Coast something, and essentially they would go around looking for packs of sharks just to fuck them up and then leave. They wouldn't eat them, they wouldn't take food from them or like dominate their territory. They would show up, beat the shit out of all of them, and then leave.
So you're telling me that Atlantic Ocean fucking orcas killed Tupac? That's why we don't fucking know, dude. Sorry.
That was
Dude, it's just like old footage of an orca in a car with tinted windows.
It's all because Biggie was a fucking whale, dude.
Bro.
Yeah, Biggie was an orca the whole time.
Biggie was an orca the whole time.
I do not sign off on these comments being made right now.
Oh yeah, somebody from the 90s is gonna come and kill me. This is not breaking news.
Suge
dude.
Knight is free, dude.
Oh shit, for reals?
No.
Oh my god.
You kind of scared me, bro.
Suge Knight was gonna find Isimo.
Yeah, no, Suge Knight's a huge fan of Isimo. He's like, haha, new episode today.
He's got a Google notification. It's like, oh, I got mentioned on this Isimo podcast. I gotta go find these dudes.
He's gonna have Cat Williams on his back. Like, what are you guys talking about?
He's his ninja.
Yeah. But that's what's crazy.
You're
the whole
blowing
thing.
my fucking mind right now. By the way.
Yeah, animals.
Yeah.
Fuck shit up.
Damn.
Yeah, like, but more than anything, so like we think about animals like, on land animals, birds and, land animals. But whenever I like think for like 10 minutes about shit that's going on in the ocean, I'm like, we don't have any idea what the fuck is going on.
Oh, yeah.
Like animals that are at the bottom of the fucking sea, like they have a whole...
Claiming territories, killing each other,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And like...
Zoidberg.
Yeah.
They throw shit down.
Yeah. Going to Mike Tyson's
Flipper
fight.
sign. The flipper somehow goes like this.
Finding Tupac.
Well, that's crazy. I mean, that's the majority of the planet. Oh, sorry.
No, you're good.
Yeah.
Did you know that chimpanzees have meal times and they wash their food like people do?
Wait, let's slow down here, dude.
Sorry.
This is good.
The
These are
fuck?
great facts.
He started talking about dolphin traditions and shit, and then you went into orcas.
Yeah.
And then this fool over here is telling me that too. You know what I mean? So...
They taught a chimp how to cook its food, and now that's the only way he eats it.
Oh my God. Well, they're also in the Stone Age, right? I watch a lot of Joe Rogan.
Chimps?
Yeah.
I think so. They use stones and
They use tools.
They
Yeah.
use tools.
So anyways, back to this dolphin thing, right?
Right.
Okay.
Oh, no, you don't-
There's a lot of stuff about dolphins that you know, right? Mostly
I feel
sexual.
like I know what he's talking about,
They're
but I know
attracted to
it's
humans.
secondhand.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's a habit. There's not a habit, a pattern of particular habits with certain kinds of dolphins where they're
First of all, is this what you're talking about?
Well, there's like 3 different things that I know about dolphins because they're supposed to be as intelligent or more intelligent than humans. One is they're very like aggressive sexual predators.
Oh, geez.
2 is they're kind of racist towards other porpoise and like dolphin-like animals.
Yeah.
And the 3rd one is just like that they form societies.
They're like,
Light skin.
Like I forget which one it's called. There's a kind of porpoise that has a very specific name. They fucking hate them for no reason. They beat the shit out of them.
what?
But that's what I was getting at though. It's like they hate. Dolphins hate.
What?
They like have hardened hearts made of coal.
Wow.
There was this thing like
And they roll out in packs together, huh?
Yeah, dude.
there's this video of I don't know what kind of animal it is, but there's a video of like a pack of dolphins like traveling very far, and there's 2 of them that are playing with each other. They're tossing this thing back and forth.
Yeah.
And then they just like leave it, and it's like a fucking penguin or something. Like it's not a penguin, but it's like a fish, or it's a starfish. They're just like beating the shit out of this starfish and like passing it back and forth to each other.
Yeah.
Like playing catch.
Fucking off.
That's fucking dope.
But
Because the only other thing I was now I remember the 3rd thing is really gross. There's a documentary about a dude who married a dolphin.
Oh, okay.
Well, there's also that other one.
the acid
the woman?
studies.
The
Yeah,
girl that was supposed to do tests with her, and then but she started jerking off the dolphin.
Fucking
Because the dolphin was like really in love with her or something.
Yeah.
70s was a huge time for dolphins.
Yeah,
Fucking-
for real,
They
yeah.
had afros and shit.
When they said that everyone was doing it, they fucking mean everyone was doing it. There's a dolphin at Woodstock.
Yeah, the dolphins. Some of them love.
Wait, was Flipper like 1970s
It's
too?
dolphin. I don't know what.
I just say English words and then
Excuse me. Touch the sky.
You should do that. You should do that more than the.
we have a large listener base into the Pacific Ocean.
Not anymore.
I'm gonna drop a theory right now.
That's gonna be a new sound.
Yeah.
So there is a theory about dolphins that humans and dolphins come from the same like the lineage, and so something happened where dolphins were supposed to be like they were supposed to be us, and they but there was like a split in the in the DNA, like like pretty much like people think about chimps and humans as being like close genetically, but there's a theory that like if you look at the makeup, like the anatomy of a dolphin, it matches like a human, like they have like their bones and stuff that they have.
What the fuck?
Yeah, and that they were like the dominating species like the most intelligent species in the ocean, and then there was like like obviously like a what is it called mutation,
Yo,
right? And then I wish I remembered more about this.
don't act like you have to know it. Just keep
I know,
blowing my
but that's the
fucking
thing
mind.
is that like humans and dolphins come from the same thing, and that's why like they didn't develop.
frontal
they don't
cortex, or
they don't have like opposable thumbs, obviously. But the other thing is like they don't have like the language. They have languages. They have accents and they have languages.
Yeah.
But they don't have like the communication that we have.
Yeah.
So that's why they were like unable.
I mean, imagine if these territorial dolphins could do gang signs, dude. You know what I mean?
That's what the bent flippers are.
Oh,
I'm just kidding.
The biggest takeaway I got from that was mutation, and my brain just immediately went, so what you're telling me is Professor X is a dolphin.
That's why you can't watch this.
That's why he uses echolocation to find other mutants.
That's what I'm saying.
dude, I have a theory. Dolphins are X-Men, homie. No way.
It's funny because in the first X-Men movie, a guy turns into a fish.
Also,
Oh yeah, that's true.
oh shit.
Yeah, damn.
We're busting this wide open.
I mean, listen.
With X-Men.
I'm glad I get to witness this firsthand.
There's this other fucking theory.
Whoa.
Right? Whoa.
Dude.
That I just believe anything that comes out of anyone's mouth. Okay, so
That's not a theory. That's stupid.
it's just true. Yeah, I'm very
It's
gullible.
just how you live
That's
your
a
life.
fact, homie.
Yeah, very true. Very true.
I will say that I watched one video and read one article about this theory.
Exactly, yeah.
You know, so I'm like,
And then you told one Gerardo that's going to tell all his friends.
he's gonna tell like it's
Just
true.
gonna start spreading it around.
Start spreading the news.
That is wild, though. I mean, I watched that octopus shit. Remember when octopuses were big back in 2020?
Bro, octopuses are like smart as fuck. Like,
Dude,
yeah, they freak me the hell out. They can like
So you're gonna,
escape and stuff,
Yeah,
like and like solve puzzles.
and they're also gross looking.
Yeah.
They look fucking gross.
Yeah, well, I can't remember what cartoon I was watching, but I actually just remember you hate cartoons.
Oh no, yeah, they're terrible, but it's fine.
But like, no, I don't know what it was, but like, I looked at the octopus and like, oh, that's a cute little octopus that they drew. You know, they'll art it up and like make it all cute and stuff. So octopus could be cute.
Yeah, but you know,
No,
I just remembered this weird sci-fi idea someone had once, and I wanted to turn it into a comic where like essentially octopi are the actual main species of the planet, and they invented humans as like robot servants, but they just evolved on their own.
that's the Matrix.
Kind of.
what?
Bro, remember remember at a certain point in the Matrix, there was like these octopuses, the octopi,
robot-
the robot, like
The
they were chasing.
Sentinels.
That chase the Sentinels.
Yeah.
Those.
Jesus
Christ.
We're blowing your
Yeah.
mind right now.
I
dude. This is
heard
why you don't
one
need to
that
relapse.
sounds goofy though. I heard one that there's a theory that some whales move in the similar wave pattern the way dogs run, and they think that at one point a kind of whale
Brian, go for it. Keep telling me.
evolved on land, and it was essentially a giant wolf, and then just
fuck.
reverted back to the ocean because of like habitatal issues. Like maybe it was during the crater event that destroyed the dinosaurs. This thing like
Dinosaurs.
went to the ocean for cover. It was like a reptilian, like wolf-like creature that went to the ocean and formed into a whale instead of a dog.
That makes sense because in Minecraft, but like if you put water on top of TNT, that shit don't hit you, dude. So you know the water probably stopped the fucking wolves of the sea.
I feel like you just were tired of not knowing what we were talking. You started talking about Minecraft so that you had something to say.
One of those things is a fact. I don't know if they got it from real life,
I
but
don't
if you
think
put
it's
water
a
on
video-
top of TNT and it's going off, you're safe. In Minecraft.
So okay, so
In cartoons,
But this is why you should be vegan.
if you draw a hole in the wall,
no, back to your question though about the religion
Yeah.
thing. I was watching Jesus Camp. I think it was
the documentary?
The documentary?
Yeah, the doc, yeah.
Dude, that shit is crazy.
Oh, I had an experience with that. Dude, I watched it on a date.
how did that go?
It ended well, but
Did you start tearing up or no?
I got close.
Yeah.
I got close. Yeah.
That's the worst, dude. When you're watching the documentary on a date, don't watch documentaries on dates, dude. Because then if it's what are they trying to do in a documentary? They're not trying to teach you shit. They're not trying to teach you nothing.
Listen,
They're trying to make you cry, dude.
All I can say is it worked out anyway. But
Okay, great.
like, yeah,
Because
so it's fine.
Because he
It's fine.
cried.
I was just expressing myself.
So, but like, no, because you were asking like, religion, blah, 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 like there was. So this kind of this has a point. Like there's one part in this in the movie, in the documentary, where this guy is just like, yeah, and of course we're gonna eat meat, and of course we're gonna control the environment and use up all the resources because God is coming, or Jesus is coming, the second coming. He's gonna be. So it doesn't matter. Let's use up all the resources because at any given time Jesus is gonna be here. So don't worry about it. Just use up all the resources. And there is currently like a train of thought in like
Christianity?
in Christian circles where so you have like, because the phrasing is what is it, God gave man domain or dominion over
Right.
the environment, and so that just like gave everybody like what's the word like
Liberty.
free range, yeah, to just like take just use up all the resources. But like currently there's a lot of discussions where like, what if it's like, well, if God loves us and God takes care of us, if we are made in the image of God, well then why don't we take care of the environment just as much as God takes care of us? Like that's kind of the approach to it. That kind of influenced also like my vegan lifestyle. I was like, oh, why don't I approach it in that sense?
Yeah.
Like care for the environment via this way, that like intentionality. And so that's my point, is like there's a lot of that going on. Hinduism, Jainism, like they're like huge vegetarians, vegans.
That's what I was trying to get to here was when I asked the question about religion, is because like, do you find veganism becoming a religion for you personally? Because then you're kind of in a way worshiping animals, by not worship. I don't know if that's the right word, but
I'm befriending animals.
Yes, by taking a different approach than most other people.
Yeah, that
are more likely to, when they encounter them, kill them.
Yeah, yeah.
And
unless it's your favorite dog or cat.
So, do you find anything like in Hinduism that will like that you like, or you become like Hindu? Can you become Hindu?
That's a whole.
I'm not sure about Hinduism.
Well, like okay, so there's the Krishna consciousness movement that like gets heavily played in like the hardcore community. There's like a bunch of bands that are like Krishna consciousness and they play hardcore. Like that's just their thing. I'm wearing mala beads right now, and that's like a Buddhist and Hinduism thing. You can, if you want to. You just it's like having the truth revealed to you, and therefore you have, I guess you can say, a conversion experience or something like that. So me, no, I don't. It's a part of me. I have an appreciation for that spiritual world, that philosophy, that religion, however they see themselves. But I don't find myself fully in line with that. Yeah. But like that's the thing, is I don't find myself fully aligned with like a lot of things. It's just kind of like I just happen to intermingle with all these worlds, and trains of thoughts. Yeah.
I kind of have. This is off topic. This is not this episode, but you're here and you're talking about this stuff, so I am interested.
I mean, we're doing Animals-Isimo next week.
Yeah,
nice.
Well, if you're comfortable talking about it, like I don't know how much of this you're willing to share, but it's like, what was your exit from like your belief system into like where you are now?
I really don't. It's not even an exit. It's just like when I was a youth minister. I didn't have a good time. Like I thought, like, because I'm really open-minded, I find myself referring to God and like different pronouns all the time: her, she, them, it, whatever, and not fully just planting myself in an idea that God is a father, or God, or Jesus is a son, or well, Jesus is the human form. Yeah, that was a man, but like I have been around the block a few times when it comes to religion, and it's just like it's all sorts of things. Like I don't want to limit myself in that. So it wasn't really like an exit strategy, or wasn't even an exit. When I was like being a youth minister, I just found myself like, I just too progressive for these people. Some people were totally like down with what I was talking about. It's like, I mean, yeah, we say like it says Father in the Bible, but like that's just like a word. That doesn't mean like God is just simply a father, mother, and all, like you can't restrict, because that's just a word that we use. And it's just a way to understand a relationship with a higher power. That doesn't mean that it just simply is, like God is just simply is. God could be more than that. It's just a word. Right. So I didn't like, I always have like one foot in and one foot out. I can't really align with a lot of the politics that are in the Catholic Church, but I do find myself spiritually with it. Like the reverence to the Eucharist, I still kind of give it to that. People kind of find it odd. It's like, don't you listen to that weird, like crazy? Yeah, but like I don't really care. So but like. I listen to like a lot of weird, like I mentioned it, like a Hindu hardcore as well, a Hindu core, or I guess I just find myself, one foot in and one foot out, always, like, and I prefer being there because I think there's like, when you're just too immersed into that world, into like, say, so I'll speak on my experience, like if you're too into the Catholic world, sorry, you can't even see my hand, like like if you're too into the Catholic world, like you're not experiencing the reality of things. Sometimes you're just sitting in ideals. And then if you're outside there and just kind of focused on whatever values or interpretations that you have, but grasping onto that, similar to like a lot of people that I've met who are just like, oh no, it's this way and nothing else, it's black and white type of thinking, then you're not seeing what's going on their end. It's all like about empathy and trying to understand, finding relationships, so like building bridges and shit like that. Yeah,
that's pretty tight.
Yeah, I try. Really try. People piss me the fuck off all the time though. So
I mean, you're talking to the guy here.
So I hope that answers the question.
No, it definitely does. I mean, that's really interesting. I haven't heard anybody like leaving the church a story that is like that. I guess usually people leave in like
a ball of fire.
Yeah, I mean, a ball.
No, like I mean, when I was youth minister, it's just like there's so much like business behind it, and there's so like there's a gross but I mean, the Catholic Church has got a lot of shit going on.
Oh yeah,
but like the understatement of this entire podcast.
I have a theory,
dude. But like, man, when I was there, I was just like, dude, this is weird, man. Yeah. You're all too into the business of this and into the administration of all that. I can't get behind this.
I'm here for God, dude.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean?
I'm here for a good time, not a long time. You know what I'm saying? Like,
damn, dude. Well, it's hot as fuck in here, dude.
Bro, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Right.
What is it? Fucking 8 p.m.
Is it?
Speaking of balls,
it's hot as balls.
Hot as balls in here, bro.
Somebody's balls are sweaty as fucking here, dude. What do you say?
Oh, I just want to add.
My nickname is somebody, by the way.
All right, we're coming to a close.
Yes.
Okay, I just want to give shout outs if you guys have any.
Yeah.
Of like your favorite vegan spots.
Oh. Okay, so Van Nuys, Vegetatinos, or no, not Vegetino. El Cocinero. That's a bomb place. Yeah, Van Nuys.
Is Waken Late?
No, Waken Late. I think they have vegan options, but they're not vegan.
What is the place that you were telling me about? Or did we try somewhere that was vegan? I'm probably tripping out. There's this place that I was talking about earlier that's vegetarian. I don't know. Vegan is too, for me.
That's all good.
Yeah. But the vegetarian I talked about, the vegetarian place I talked about in Vietnam, the Vietnamese vegetarian place is right here off of the 10 freeway in Temple City, I believe. Or no, El Monte, right off the 10. And the staff is so nice. And apparently there's like one old lady back there cooking it all, dude.
Damn.
It tastes bomb.
You used to play in a punk band, right?
Yeah.
Did you ever play Bridgetown DIY?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought we were all gonna do shout outs.
I know, no. That's why.
Jesus Christ, dude.
It's because across from
I struggled so hard. And you just moved on.
I was gonna. Sorry, I know how that looks, but it's all relevant.
Okay, go.
So I don't know if it's still around.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it was there when you were there. But there was a restaurant called Golden Owl that was across where the gas station is
Oh,
across.
yeah.
There was like a little hole. Like the restaurant was the size of this room, and it had 4 chairs in there. And but it's Burmese food, and it was super bomb. That was in La Puente, and then in the OC, I believe. Do you remember the name of that place, Ryan? I think it was called Chicana.
Oh yeah. Chicana. I want to say it's like Chicana vegan.
I think it's called Chicana Vegan.
Yeah.
But that's in Orange County somewhere.
Yeah.
That place is bomb.
Shout out.
And then Un Solo Sol in Boyle Heights. Best fucking mushroom pupusas I've ever had. It's all Un Solo Sol is in Boyle Heights near Mariachi Plaza, and they have it's all vegan menu, I believe. I might be wrong on that, but it's plant-based menu, and it's all food throughout like Latin America. So they have like a bunch of different types of like mainstays of different cultures, and they're all plant-based, which is really good.
Nice.
And then of course I fucking talk about this all the time, but Taco Masa in Long Beach has fucking bomb Jamaica tacos. Like they're amazing.
Also, go to your local fruit man, dude.
For real?
Yeah,
For sure.
Guy down
Yeah.
the street right here is fucking dope as shit.
Yeah. For real, yeah. If you want to
Shout
go,
out.
if you want to just like try a vegan meal, just go to your local food dude.
How often do you drive around, maybe the city of Los Angeles, the city of Houston, wherever you are, and there's a fucking fruit man out there, dude, ready to
In the heat, bro.
on deck. You know what I'm saying?
He's just ready.
He's got the fucking what is it called? My favorite one, jicama.
Jicama?
He's got the jicama dog. What?
How do you? That's weird. That's interesting to me.
Yeah,
That you like jicama, but you don't like coconut.
coconut's disgusting.
What are you doing?
I mean, right? Wait, did you agree with me earlier or no? You like coconut?
He doesn't like shredded coconut.
Yeah, shredded
like
coconut's
the
gross.
It's the texture, huh? Yeah.
But you like jicama.
Oh, jicama's amazing. Jicama has no flavor. Coconut made me gag the first time I tried it.
He come at these nuts.
And from here,
But yeah, no, go to your local fruit man, dude. That's the best vegetarian or vegan option, right? Is that
Yeah.
vegan?
Yeah.
You fucking bitch. No, all right. Well, yeah. From us, it's fucking hot as shit in here.
Yeah,
so
it's hot as
we
balls,
have to
bro.
stop this podcast. But dude, I had a great time with you, dude. I really wanted to do like a 3-hour podcast right now.
this is so much fun.
Yes.
I'm really.
If it wasn't the middle of the summer, this would be a lot longer.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Ryan, I want to ask you a question though.
What's up?
Can you talk in the mic, please?
Waiting for you to ask the question.
Okay. And anyways, you want to just end the? We're good.
Ask him a question.
Okay. Are you down to do a episode where you blow my mind more about animals?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That would be sick. I'd love to talk about
Yeah.
animals.
that'd be dope.
It's your time to shine.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. That was a hot little fucking minute right there, dude. Well,
Real
anyways.
quick, because we kept going off topic, I wanted to shout out 2 places before we ended.
Yeah.
Plant Power is a kind of franchise restaurant. They're a burger place that they do really well. They're not trying to taste specifically like meat, but they make burgers, they make sandwiches, they make nuggets that are really dope. They're like mushroom based. And there's a food truck that is Latino fast food called Fifth Elementos. And you could probably find them on Instagram and follow them, and they usually post where they're going to be.
Yeah.
They do nachos, they do tacos, and burritos.
Also, that reminds me, I almost fucking forgot. Hometown Garduno's Baldwin Park has a amazing vegan menu, and they're switching. It seems like they're switching to a more vegan based restaurant. But Garduno's in Baldwin Park, fucking shout out.
Yeah, they have
Legends.
a split menu. They have like all their old stuff, and then they have the vegan versions of them, and they also do vegan desserts.
And if you're feeling like bougie, gracias madre. In what is that? Beverly Hills, West
Oh shit.
Hollywood.
The
yeah.
BH.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
That place is fancy. Yeah.
Well, anyways, from us at Isimo Studios, thank you so much for listening and liking, subscribing to the YouTube. Leave a comment. What should they comment below if they made it this far?
What's your favorite vegan recipe? I don't know, like what's something you like that's not necessarily full of meat or dairy?
And what's that thing somebody told us to say? Oh, it's probably, I forget. But go check us out on Twitch. We were streaming on Twitch earlier today. It was very fun. And somebody told us to tell them to leave a comment at the end of the video about something that was very funny.
what you're talking
Remember?
about. I can't remember.
It was very funny. I forget.
I'm sorry to that person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
DM us.
we tried to remember, right? But we're at twitch.tv/IsimoPod. On Instagram, we're Isimo Podcast, ISIMO PODCAST. And please join us on Patreon. For $2 a month, you get an extra episode every week. And you get this episode ad-free. And for $5 a month, you get to join the Discord. Oh, you got a yodel on it sitting next to me right here, dude. And for $20 a month, you become a Jarito, which is a producer of the podcast, where we put up your picture in the studio and we give you a shout out at the beginning of the episode. Thank you so much to you.
Thank
Ray.
you.
I feel like I'm running for office right now.
Dude, I paid $5 for this experience.
But check out Ray on Instagram at punk_monk_Ray, where he's got some beautiful pictures. And he took an iconic one of us at the live show, which I love a lot. I would put it as my background, but then my girlfriend would be like, what the heck?
I know,
what
I know, yeah. No, I get it.
Yeah. But we love you guys. Thank you so much. And from us at Isimo Studios, don't fly.
It's my podcast.
Merch available too on Etsy. Okay, bye.
Yeah.